Greetings, everybody. Radaman here. Thank you for tuning in to State of Decay 2 New Haven, Episode 4, Bringing the Heat. Dang, this place has fuel. I am not going to need to mix up my own fuel for a long time. Alright. Let me update the priority here. Scavenge. What to upgrade next? Med tent or comms? Because that will help to dictate what I'm scavenging for. I think it's just building materials for either. I think that the med tent requires chemicals in order to upgrade, and I have plenty of chemicals, so that shouldn't be a limiting factor. Oh, and a new swarm. Not my problem. What is that noise? It's just they're fighting? Okay. Oh, it's those guys. Again, not my problem. Should have taken the main path, but as long as I don't hit a zombie, it's fine. Your car doesn't really take any damage from environmental hits, so I can hit like a concrete wall at like 100 miles an hour would be fine. If I hit a zombie at like 3 miles an hour, I explode. Just the way the game is. But that is a lot of car fuel, so that's really nice to have.
I see a lot of unhappy faces around here.
Well, pointing that out's not going to make it better. Jeez. Rude. So, Davey, you still have an effective bite. You still have the deep gouges. Yep. So I'm not... Oh, there we go. Workshop. So here's what the workshop now can make. It can make Molotov cocktails out of fuel and parts. It can make box mines, fuel bombs, which is even bigger Molotov cocktails, but it requires power. And then down here we have toolkits to repair vehicles, but we need someone that knows how to repair cars. So Knowledge of Mechanics is either a book that I'm going to need to buy, or I'm going to need to recruit someone that knows how to actually repair the cars, so I can make the toolkits to upkeep the cars. So that's going to be pretty important to find as well. You guys want the med tent upgraded next. That costs 5 chemicals and 15 building materials. I have 13 out of 15 building materials already. So I'm going to be scavenging for building materials. And let's see. They're in the Industrial Steel Supply Company near the campers. There is a large warehouse that has building materials in it. Likely. Not guaranteed, but quite likely. So that's where I'm headed next.
And I'm out.
Repair my bat. And there are these pile of weapon remains. You can break these down into weapon parts. You can break them down more efficiently if someone knows how to do that, or if you have like a weapon crucible to melt them down more efficiently. I don't have anything like that, so we're just going to break them down the old-fashioned way, only yielding me 50 parts. It does take 15 minutes to do, so it's kind of a while, but it's worthwhile once you're done. I'm also going to bring with me a roll of firecrackers and Molotovs. And then I'm also going to bring a few of the items that I can trade to the enclave that's down that way for rep. Which is, I guess, just this popcorn bag. Good enough. Oh, should I have someone learn the utilities book? Yes or wait? So either Davey or Milena can learn it, I think. No, Davey or Judy can learn it. Milena is the computer's expert. Come on. Hug my trunk. Nope. You're dead. The Maragra is, the handling of this car is really high, so it's very easy to...
I want to know what makes plague territory smell
Oh, good.
bad.
Look at this. 2 bloaters. It's like a police spike strip trap, but out of plague on the road. So rude, so nasty. That's like so death if you run them over.
Don't just stand out there in the cold. Get your ass in here.
Yeah, cussing at me doesn't make me want to get my butt in there. But whatever. Their offerings for what I can buy from them hasn't updated. It updates like every day, every few days, I forget. But it hasn't updated. I'm just selling stuff to them. Yeah, running over a bloater is bad time. Ooh, Juggernaut. That's going to make scavenging this place a little bit more difficult. So I'll have to drive very far away from the Juggernaut so I don't lure him on top of me. Oh, and that's a plague. Yeah, just one plague feral. Splat. Sometimes they spawn in triplets. I've seen quadruplets, which is like crap your pants scary level. Triplets is bad enough. Oh, 4 bloaters. Yeah, I'm not stopping back here either.
Looks like nobody else is home. With a plague heart around, that won't last.
And another bloater. 5 bloaters. Yeah, lethal difficulty isn't messing around. By the way, if you're new to the game, don't start on lethal difficulty unless you're a masochist, because it really is difficult. It's not joking when it calls it lethal. I have a lot of hours in this game, which allows me to delicately traverse the difficulty. A new player that hasn't played a lot of third-person shoulder shooters like this would probably lose in like 20 minutes.
Figures.
Because it's just so easy to die.
Smell we've discovered.
Nice. Those hiking bags are the second best in the game. I remember finding it in here. I just wanted to come back. The best is army bags. They're slightly less weight than those hiking bags, but they also just hold 10 things. There is some abilities that allow you to hold more than the 8 plus 2 in their pockets, but they're rare abilities, so
I should be able to find something good in all this.
you can't count on them. Like sewing or resourcefulness or whatever. Posture check. More fuel?
Again.
Ooh, chemicals. It's funny that the characters complain about chemicals. Chemicals is the prime reagent to make bombs, and bombs are super strong. But they're always complaining that you find chemicals, and it's like, no. If I had 100 chemicals, I would be happy. Chemicals and circuitry, bring it on. Brass collector. So this is a facilities mod. If I had a shooting range, some facilities. Let me show you here. Some facilities can have a mod here. So this workshop can have a mod. The infirmary can have a mod. The command center at level 2 can have a mod. The military cots can have a mod, and the storage can have a mod. And the brass collector reduces the cost to run a shooting facility, or rather, it reduces the training time between training. So if I built a shooting facility, I could spend bullets to get better at shooting, and that allows you to just do that ability more often. It's not very good, but I can trade it to my allies. Lethal doesn't look difficult when you watch someone, but playing it for yourself, yeah, true. This character is also getting tired, so I'm going to have to swap her out. Yeah, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm definitely making this look easy. Because I've played so much of this game, because it's rather unique in that it has really high replayability for a game, because it has randomized missions and the like. So I've played campaigns start to finish on lethal difficulty multiple times. Because it stays pretty fun. Oh, good. I have some valet watching my car. I like it. Very helpful, guys. Ooh, toolkit. That's what I needed. Yes. Oh, I didn't kill him. I just took an arm off. No bites. You just Googled it. There's 8 material outposts on this map, and it looks they're all covered by plague hearts. Yeah, I drove around, but I kind of figured that would be the case. Another thing I said really early on is the fact that I found a crossbow so easily was kind of ridiculous. You can go hours playing this game on lethal difficulty and not find a crossbow, and it was one of the first things I happened upon, which I almost felt like was unfair, because crossbows are so precious. So I now have enough materials to build the med station, so I'm going to head on over. First thing I'm going to do is to sell that grass collector to these guys, because I don't need it. And they accept just about anything you want to sell.
Heavy.
You shoot. I'm lazy. The zombies do somewhat prioritize you over them. So even though you drag a horde to them, you have to be careful because you're kind of target number 1, as you can see. They're still diving for me, even though there's 4 targets.
It's new, buddy.
So what do we got today?
102 influence for that. Not bad. Come on, I hear more. You feel like they increased the drop rate for crossbows and lethal? Maybe? I hadn't read any like patch notes about that. Okay, so you guys want me to learn the utilities book? Who learns it? Who learns utilities? Davey or Judy? It makes honestly no difference. Actually, it makes a bit of a difference. Before you vote, let me analyze their hero bonuses. And I'll explain the hero bonus mechanic just a little bit more so you can make an informed decision if you don't know what's going on. So every character has a preset hero bonus, and once they do enough for their community, they unlock that hero bonus for the entire community. So usually, really important skills should be given to... Hey, there's a cone head over there. A zombie wearing a cone. Should be given to survivors that you know you're going to keep kind of forever. So I did pick 3 starting survivors that I thought would have really good hero skills. So Melena's hero skill here, and she's actually almost a hero, is she provides everyone in the community with 10 extra health. And I would say if I did like anything, because she's right at the cusp up here, she'd become a hero. Davey's hero is he provides everybody in the community with 5 extra stamina. And then Judy's hero is 25% shooting experience. So Judy definitely has the weakest hero bonus. Davey, Melena have stronger ones. So giving the skill book to Davey, I'm less likely to kick Davey out of the community because his hero bonus is stronger, if that makes sense. And then there's also the whole leader too. So she is the sheriff leader, he is a warlord leader, and Melena's a builder leader. We'll get into that later once I have a larger base to accommodate for a leader. But yeah, so you can pick. And I'm going to have to switch off of Melena here because she's about to pass out tired. And before I do that, I'm going to give her this handgun so that she can shoot if we come under fire. And put some consumables in her pockets. Alright, looks like you guys want David to take it. So So, switching to Davy will abandon her builder, pillage, plunder mission. Yeah, switch. I don't care about that. So, Davy, take the bigger bag. Switch up the consumables. And use the utilities book.
Always nice to learn something new.
So now he can improve latrines or level up. I improve my utility skill at latrines by like mucking them out or at power and water facilities. And it gives me the knowledge of utilities, which can turn into knowledge of electricity or knowledge of plumbing, which gives you bonuses. What is my favorite leader bonus in building? My favorite leader is probably a trader leader, but I'm going to let you guys pick. Trader leaders are really powerful on lethal difficulty because it allows you to build a trade facility to call in traders. So you can just call like resource traders like, hey, I'm running low on fuel. I'm just going to ring up like a fuel trader. And they just show up at your base and you can buy their supplies. It makes scarce resources basically not a thing on lethal difficulty. But every leader has their own benefit. So, you know, it's... My playstyle is generally not Warlord, which is to make good weapons and sort of kill your neighbors. But whatever you guys want is fine. And my favorite leader bonus... The leader bonuses of, like, infection resistance is pretty strong, I'd say. And then I did all that to upgrade my infirmary, so...
I know Rome wasn't built in a day.
There it is.
It was built. We need materials.
Hey, Cheese. Playthrough is going pretty well. No one's dead, surprisingly. So the quest that I have is meet Rey Santos, which is a story goal, or to help Tressie Huerta, which is kind of like a side quest. Ignore the bounty broker. I could meet him to get that to go away, but yeah, I'm never going to be doing bounty broker. And then promote a leader. I don't have anyone that has hero status yet. So until that is the case, there's nothing to be done there. But I am eager to have a bigger infirmary for sure. This base can accommodate one more person, so we could also recruit one more person. I probably would want to address the lack of food first, either by adding another food outpost or upgrading the food outpost that we currently have. You can upgrade the food outpost that we currently have with influence and material. I don't have the influence and material to do that, but we can vote on that as well. God, I would not want to be... Who is this? The occupants? What the hell are they doing in here? That is a horrible spot to set up. And then there's the Lonely Soldier over here, which is part of the storyline for Trumbull Valley. All of the infestations over here. I'm going to include clearing an infestation as a quest because it hurts our morale a lot. And these infestations are full size. They go from size 1, 2, or 3, which affects how many screamers are at that location. Puppy treat. Here you go, dude. Okay. Let's see. What quest do you guys want me to do? Meet Rey. Help Tressie. Clear infestations. And there you go. I'll just give you 1 minute to vote on that. Is there a better melee weapon? Yeah, give me a nightstick. Nightsticks are way more durable than a little carpentry hatchet. In 13 minutes, we'll have the Infirmary Tier 2. And it looks like Clear Infestations is winning, so I'm going to start equipping for that. So for that, I'm going to want firecrackers and Molotovs, and I'm probably in the workshop going to make more Molotovs.
more fuel soon.
Shush. And more firecrackers. Even more than I've made so far. Give me more firecrackers. There we go. So now I have 9 and 9. So it looks like we have one infestation up in Fairfield, which I'm going to clear. Because infestations like to spread. So clearing one up in Fairfield will help to stem the spread of Fairfield infestations. And then I'll work my way down to Marshall.
I'm going out for some fresh air.
And clear the Marshall ones as well. Enclaves have new trade items. Before I even do that, I'm going to head over to this enclave to see what new things they have to trade, because it could be really nice if it's something useful.
If I take out the nearest plague heart, this might just clear up. Good to see ya. Got anything useful you're looking to unload?
Repair kit.
Yeah, sure.
Yoink. Stick that in the trunk. Now, when this thing is flaming again, I can fix it up. Perfect. So, 900 meters this way is an infestation that I'll clear. It's nice that it's becoming daytime. Nighttime isn't harder in this game, but the... Oh, shoot. The lack of all the visibility that you lose from it being dark. Is that a triple feral? No, just the one. And you're dead. I'm trying to get that hero status for the current roster as fast as I can for the bonuses. So every time there's a feral, I'll take it out like that. Don't hit the car. Ah! Blood responding to you while driving is a nasty one. That is a nasty way to die. They've patched most of that out, so that doesn't happen as often as it used to. I've played a lot recently, and it's pretty rare now. It used to be a lot more common that you'd be driving at a high speed and all of a sudden a blooder would just show up. There is a lot of zombies around this infestation, which is going to make clearing the infestation a lot harder. But I'm not backing down. I'm just waiting to run them all over. I almost backed up onto that bloater. That bloater I don't think was there when I drove by. Oh, God, that was close. That would be... I don't want to demo how bad that is.
Says here the original Mufflermeister opened in 1967.
But just trust me when I say that would be really bad. It would increase... It would, to explain more, it would probably take my health down from where it is now to maybe a quarter if I'm very quick at exiting the vehicle. And then it would add plague to either make me fully plagued or almost fully plagued so that any little touch or scratch turns me into a plague zombie. That's how bad those things are. Alright, time to clear an infestation. So this is going to be a relatively easy one to clear because it's a very small building with one door. And it also has building materials, so double trouble. So there's 3 screamers inside this hut thing. This warehouse. And what I want to do is I want to draw them to that door so they huddle around so they're easy to kill with one Molotov.
Fire in the hole!
And oddly enough, your character screaming "fire in the hole" doesn't make noise. The firecrackers do. One thing to note when you're using firecrackers, make sure there's no zombies behind you that will pass past you or through you to the firecrackers, because you're going to have a bad time if that's the case. And there's one. I kind of overthrew that, but it should work pretty well. That second throw was also bad. Oh, that was terrible. There's still a screamer in there, as you can see in the top left. That didn't shuffle over. Screamers walk real slow. There he is. Oh. Of course he wiggles right as I fire. Don't do that, guy. And then any zombie that wanders in to the warehouse while I'm trying to clear out the infestation will count against the clear. So if I threw another firecracker and drew in like 15 more zombies, I would have to kill those 15 zombies for the infestation to be counted as cleared. So it's good to limit the amount of noise that you make so that you don't snowball a small task into a big one.
Looks empty to me.
Why does this warehouse say that there's stuff left in it if I've just cleared it all? There it is. Infestation cleared.
Nothing's left. So how come the government didn't get that cure out of all of us faster? I don't have an answer. But like you, I got a lot of questions.
I don't have space for anything. Do you want me to keep clearing infestations or to do another quest? I'll leave that up to you while I loot inefficiently. Ooh, chemicals. So this is a pumping station. If I clear out the plague hearts around here, I would be able to claim this with a lot of influence to get water into the base. And I'm just searching everything so that I can, I'll come back and loot this clean in a sec.
Whoa, check this out.
Nice, another toolkit. That's really good. Ray Santos is sort of just a community leader. Tressie is a bio-researcher. I haven't met either of them. It's just I know from previous plays who they are and what they do. All right, you little landmine.
That's a bad way to die.
And more infestations wins.
God, I'm tired.
All right, I'm just gonna have a stack of Molotovs and firecrackers, so I have room for other things. So we'll have to drive down to Marshall to clear out some infestations down there. What will happen, and I'll show you in just a second, is when we clear infestations, there's a temporary morale bonus for doing it. So, recent infestation clear +3. Also, I killed a feral recently, so that's another +4.
Looks quiet for now, but as long as that plague heart is nearby.
And if you're wondering what morale
Feel
is,
safe.
I mean, obviously it's the happiness of your community. High morale will keep people from fighting one another to waste materials. So, like, let's say you have a trait of driver, and you like to drive cars, and your morale drops. There's a high likelihood when your morale drops, you're going to grab a car. I mean, this happens off screen. You don't actually, your character doesn't actually grab a car, but you grab a car and you burn gas and waste gas. Or maybe they go and binge eat and they waste food. Or maybe they shoot off guns to make themselves feel better and they waste ammo. So that's sort of what happens when you don't focus on the morale, is it can cause them to waste resources. Or in an extreme scenario, they could actually just fully up and out of the community. So it's good to try to keep them happy if you can, because there's some pretty dramatic penalties if you really ignore morale for too long. I wanted to see if there's anything to buy here.
Hey, yo!
Oh, probably just booze, because they're the, yeah, they're the drugs. Never mind. Could have saved myself a trip. And then when they're happy, they will scout for you, like Cheese just said, and they will find useful things for the community, which is somewhat dependent upon their profession. So, for instance, if you have a happy doctor, they're more likely to scout, like, painkillers and other meds. So it also depends on their profession as well. But yeah, very useful to keep them happy. Alright, I am dropping everything off that I can and then gearing up to head down to Marshall to clear out even more infestations. So... Oh, the vehicle inventory is not full. Shut up. It won't load a new gas can into the car because there's already a gas can, even though there was room. So I have to pull the gas can out of the trunk. Oops, I did that wrong. I have to pull the gas can out of the trunk. Oh, I see what's happening. It's taking it from my own inventory. That's... I didn't realize it did that. There we go. Because trunks can stack items a little bit higher than in your inventory, usually. Another thing I might want to do is... I am really low on bolts, but I don't have the materials for the bolts right now. Never mind. I have 4 shots left. It's not much. Give me 1 second, like... Milena or Judy is like yelping constantly. Oh, she's building. I think she's hitting her finger with a hammer.
We could definitely use more people with tactical training. See what you can find.
Hey, Conehead.
That plague horde can't be far away. I think I smell it.
Pharaohs are really good at dodging your car door. I would say like 10% of the time you might be able to hit them, but 90% of the time they jump out of the way. Unless there's multiple. If you're about to run over 3 of them, like one might jump left, one might jump right, and you might get the third. But most of the time they dodge. Doesn't stop me from trying. Oh no, there's another swarm right outside of the infestation. Why do they keep doing that to me? Just to make my life even harder. Luckily, this infestation is another shed, so that should be really easy to clear. I think my throw... it will be good enough.
And we're down to the last one.
Come on, gather around. All but 3. I live with that. I got all the screamers, that's what matters. Come on.
This place is cleaned out.
Going ham! Another one bites the dust. Well, I'm down here. I might as well try to clear out some more. I'm going to get awfully close to Tressie Horta, though. I don't want to trigger Tressie's quest accidentally, so let me start with the northern ones, because Tressie's here in the fire station. There's a fire station down there. And I'm going to re-up my, my Molotovs and my firecrackers. Does it only take plague samples to make the cure? It takes plague samples, an infirmary, and it actually depends on if you have like a doctor, but also meds. Yeah. Faster! Ow! Thought I had time. So the infestation is that house there. And I'm just trying to... Oh, there's a whole horde ahead of me. Never mind. I was going to say I'm just trying to clear the way so I don't have to fight. Don't touch my hood. If zombies climb on your hood to do damage to your car breaks very quickly. That's actually... I think I'm staring. This here is a auto repair. So they would have repair kits, but I'll leave them there for now. For later. I mean, so these larger houses are a little bit harder to firebomb. Uh-oh. Ow! Jesus. Did I really honk?
I knew too much time with the damn zombies would make me sick. Fire in the hole!
So the ones that see me are going to be drawn to me. What I'm going to try to do is break line of sight so I can start luring them to the firecrackers instead.
Almost out of those.
What I really need to make sure I don't do is get a feral on me. Alright, they're going to be pretty well grouped up. I'm going to throw one more time. Oh no, that's the stuff. Look at that little zom convention there. Burn, baby, burn! Oh god, there's so many.
Real low there.
Keep grouping up. Alright, it's those two screamers. I'm gonna throw another molly. Got him. Full clear. There it is.
Okay, I don't think we need to worry about infestations for a while.
Nice. Whole bunch of infestation clears. That was a little sketchy because there was just so many zombies on my way in. And I got bit. So my, I should head home with Davey because his infestation level's a little high. But because I have a relatively empty backpack, and I know this house is cleared because we literally just cleared it, I'm going to loot this house before I go home.
Won't ever feel safe.
These houses, houses have less focused loot. Like if you go to like an auto shop, it's going to have more gas and repair kits. Houses is just a whole bunch of random stuff. Sometimes weapons, sometimes gun parts, food, whatever. And what should I do next? I'll be up to you while I loot this place. So I said that I was going to show you how to fully scout a house so you can see the loot. It's not really giving me the, I mean, I know where the loot is, so I'm just going to loot it. But it's not giving me the discover mechanic. That might just be for a plague territory thing. Plural, you love and hate SOD2 so much. It is, it's grueling, man. Oh, what? I have a freaking swarm right there? Okay, not going to the car just yet. Yeah, the discover mechanic doesn't work in plague territory. True that. Alright, 1 more minute to vote.
Time to move on.
I want those chemicals, so I'm gonna go dump things in my trunk so I can make room for it. Pay no attention to me. That sucked. I dodged and he still hit me. Definitely want to get home with Davey then. His plague's a little high. Alright, while I drive home, I'm going to have you vote on what quest to do. So there's Santos, Tressie, Infestations, or Melena's brother. So Melena, it was a story that was happening in the background, but Melena's brother is a cop, and she wants to try to track him down. Bye, Marshall. You've been great. Happy to be out of there. So Armrest, the reason why we haven't been adding people to the community is we have a food deficit that needs to be addressed, I would say, before adding someone new. We also don't know of anyone who would be a good addition to our group. The survivors that are willing to be recruited didn't really have good skills. We could still add them anyway, even if they are like a cook. What was it? A cook, someone that does computers, and I forget the third person. Oh, right, the farmer. Well, farmer would be really nice to have, but we obviously don't have a farm just yet. Sorry, Conehead. Yeah, that stupid horde that was clogging up the home is now gone.
Hey, how about you stay clear of plague zombies? We don't need you getting sick.
Getting sick?
I'm not sure I like the way things
I'm already
are
there,
going
dude.
lately.
Alright, you guys want me to do Tressie's quest. What? Excuse me? Switch to Judy. Alright, Davey. Take the shotgun. And actually take my consumables too.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
And then
Getting myself checked out might not be a bad
go
idea.
recover. Three bolts left. Sounds fine to me. I'm gonna take the smaller backpack because it's significantly lighter. And Tressie's quest is down here in Marshall. It's also across the street from an infestation, so that's rough. So I ought to also have the capacity to deal with that infestation while I'm down there, or that infestation could do me in. Okay. What do I need for more bolts? I need building materials. Which I do not have. How close am I? Okay, this is not someone that's close to Hero. It was Milena that was. I wonder how close Davey got. Let's see. Oh, Davey's a hero. Nice. So Davey being a hero means that I have 5 extra stamina. So I went from 109 to 114. Thanks to Davey being encouraging or whatever. I'm gonna put the red light on because I'm in downtown Marshall and it's sketchy down here. Ideally, I don't want to aggro that infestation. But Tressie also has a pretty good weapon, so... You know what? Let me just deal with the infestation because it actually looks pretty clear around here. And I should be able to get it without too much trouble before I kick off Tressie's quest. Because I don't want to jeopardize Tressie's life. Tressie, I think, is immortal until you finish her quest line, though. But she's pretty useless when she's, like, super wounded. And it makes her quests even more annoying because she... Oh, that's not where I want that to go. It makes her quests hard to do because she, like, limps around.
I only have one left. I only have one left.
Oh, dang it. Oh, I got him anyway. Nice. Full cleared. A little wasteful on the throwables, but whatever. Thank you for tuning in to State of Decay 2 New Haven, which originally streamed live on Twitch September 6th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rodamont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community to take part in the community events, Rodamont.com or the description of this video have a link to Discord. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Thank you, and stay safe out there in the zombie apocalypse.